Scarlett, and I've got another sort of beginner or more mindful video for you guys. So this one is about turning your glutes on. So I know a lot of people still struggle to turn their glutes on. Even in Pilates, when we are doing slow controlled movements, sometimes we overthink it or we do it a little bit fast without activating that muscle properly. So before we start, we're just going to give those glutes a little bit of a stretch. So just come down onto your mat and just lay back, bring one foot on top of one knee and just pull that knee in. And really just let yourself melt into the mat. Make the most of this stretch here. Just breathe. Pull a little tighter if you want to. Just keep that tailbone down. Breathing deeply. Gently, just swap those legs over. Pull that opposite knee in. Remember, just sinking down, breathing into it. Really letting that muscle loosen up. Alright, gently let those legs come to the floor. So we're going to get straight into some hip bridges. So these hip bridges, we want our knees facing up to the ceiling and our hips square up as well. We want our feet not in too close to the bum or too far away. It's a nice happy medium. And we want to focus weight through our heels. I know this is a lot to think about. So let's first just start by rolling our hips off the floor, trying to take them straight to the roof, hold. So in this position, we want to be squeezing our glutes and getting our hips as high as we can, weight through the heels. And gently come back down. Don't let the bum touch the floor, that's how we keep tension on. Push back up, squeeze, back down. So we've just these few things in mind. Let's practice these first. Just breathing through it, squeezing at the top, weight through the heels, lowering down, not letting the bum touch the floor, back up. Keep going. So now that we have these things down, let's try and keep our knees in the same line all the way up and down so they're not coming in and out, not much control. So our knees are trying to stay in a nice line. If you have a band, even put the band around your knees. That will help focus that glute tension more. Even put your fingers on that underline and try to squeeze them back down. So if you're activating those glutes, or maybe you're a little bit sore, you might already be feeling it. And if you feel it in the hamstrings more than the glutes, maybe you need to stretch your hamstrings out a little bit more before a session. Alright, on the next one we're going to hold. So try and get those hips as high as you can. Squeeze those glutes. Just breathe. In and out of this position. Try not to let those knees come out. Keeping that bum high. And gently lowering down. So just in case a few of you are tight in the hamstrings, let's take one leg up, knee slightly bent, and let's just pull that knee in. Breathe into it, nice hamstring release. Gently lower that leg down, and then let's pull that other leg in with a slight bend. Just breathing. Nice and soft. Now that our hamstrings might feel a little bit loose, so give them a shake. And then we're just going to come back up into that hip bridge. So weight through the heels, squeezing our glutes, and now let's just pulse. So keeping that bum nice and high, squeezing into that underline. Good, keep going. Breathe into it. If you want a bit more challenge for the balance, you can put your hands up, but don't let those hips sway. Keep going. A few more pulses. Breathe through it. And then gently come back down. Good. So from here, just going to push over onto the side, and we're going to come into a clam position. So whether you want your arm up and elbow resting, or the hand all the way down, or even like this, I'm going to stick here. We want our knees together out in front, our ankles together, and in line with the butt. Still keep our core on, but our main focus is this glute here. So let's just slowly lift it, push through the heels, squeeze those heels. Don't let those hips roll forward. So hopefully you're starting to feel it in that outer glute. So this one isn't the hardest one. So you might not be feeling it too much, but we're focusing here. So try to breathe into that spot. Bring it down. Open, breathe in and out. So breathe into the bum and out. Good, keep going like this, a few more. So it might be slower than normal. Alright, one more. Good. So now I want you just to take this leg, feet together, but knee off the floor. Feet off the floor. And open that knee in and out. So still really slow, and you might start to feel it in that outer glute a bit more. So not letting our hips roll too much. Squeeze, release. Squeeze into that outer glute, release. Good, keep going. Breathing into it. So I can really feel my glute turn on here. Squeeze those heels together. Squeeze, release. Good, keep going. Couple more like this. One more. Keep those legs open and just extend that leg in and out. So extend, squeeze that glute, bring it back in. Extend, squeeze that glute, bring it back in. So feeling it in that outer glute. Strong leg, strong glutes. Really feeling that burn now, so hopefully you are too. Good, keep going. Breathing through it nice and slow. Couple more. Let's do one more. Bring those legs back together, but this time bring the feet in line with the knees, so at the front of our mat. And then we're just going to flex the foot and lift that leg up and down. So really feeling it in that outer glute, hopefully. So keeping those hips forward, squeeze into that top glute, back down. Squeeze into that top glute, back down. Good, just breathing through it. Nice and controlled. I'm really feeling that burn. Just got a few more. One more. Good, back down. Give that glute a shake. Let's come over onto the other side. So the point of this one is not for it to be overly hard. We're more just thinking about turning it on, warming it up. So even if this has helped turn it on a bit more, you can do it before one of the other sessions, so just play it before. Okay, coming back down. So option again where you want to be, but we're going to start with the knees out in front and the feet behind. We want to suck our belly button in, so our core's still nice and strong, and push those heels together. Let's just lift that knee in, squeeze that top glute. Lift that knee up, squeeze that top glute. Good, so it's nice and slow. You're really trying to connect your mind to your muscles. Takes time. But when you have it, or you have it in certain areas, you can really switch those muscles on quickly. Good, keep going. Couple more like this. Now let's push those heels together and lift the feet off the floor. And then we're just going to open the top leg out and in. So squeezing back into that outer glute. Good. Squeezing that outer glute, releasing. Good. So breathing. Remember, our breath is really important. And really thinking about turning those bum muscles on. Squeeze. Release. Good, keep going. Couple more like this. One more. Good. We're going to keep those legs out and just point one leg, pull it back in. Point that leg, try focus, squeeze that bum, pull it back in. Point, squeeze, pull it back in. Good, just breathing. Nice work. Hopefully you're starting to feel that burn on that glute now, but it's turning on that little bit more. Good. Keep going, a few more like this. Good. Bring those legs down together, but this time feet and knees out in line with the mat. And we're going to flex those feet and just lift one leg up and down. So hopefully that will turn your lower bum on a little bit more now. So lifting that leg up and down, still keeping those hips stacked and just turning that lower bum on a bit more. Good, keep going. Make sure you're breathing. Good, a couple more. It's burning now, one more. Good, from here, just push yourself up, take a few breaths. We've got one more classic move to work through that we do quite a bit, which is a donkey kick. So we're just gonna do one variation of them nice and slow. So just come down into those forearms. You want to make sure the knees are under the hips, and we're just going to suck that core in. Then I'm just going to take my left leg up really slowly to the roof and then back down to the mat. If you find flexing your foot helps turn that glute on a bit more, please do so. But if it feels more comfortable with a point, stay in that point. So try squeeze on that glute at the top, pull it back down. You'll probably feel it in the other glute as well, as it's helping to stabilize you. So squeeze it, back down, breathing. Squeeze it, back down. So keeping our hips square to the mat, back down. Just two more on this side. We're going to go straight onto that other leg. So taking it up to the roof, squeezing it back down. So you might feel it a bit more straight away because we've already worked the other side. Remember, flex that foot if it helps you turn on that glute some more. Good, keep going. Squeeze, breathing. Squeeze. Couple more. One more. Back down. So just just take a few breaths. So hopefully that helped you slow some of those moves down a bit and get those glutes on a little bit more, or a little bit mind to muscle connection. And hopefully doing this before a workout helps you feel that nice burn.